Question about this picture, though, is the title. He titles it The Bloody Massacre. That instantly puts a picture in your head. Was it a massacre? Well, in a town of 15,000, 5 unarmed men, neighbors, friends, family, are going to be gunned down at the busiest intersection by the British soldiers. And all they were doing was protesting. To the people here in Boston, felt a whole lot like a massacre to them. I would say yes, it was a massacre to them. The Stamp Act is the first direct tax on the people in the colonies. Now, there have been other import taxes that traders and merchants have had to pay, but the Stamp Act is going to be the first tax that directly impacts the people in the colonies. Starts in 1760. They're a minority. This is a thriving colonial city. There are 15,000 people here. The Puritans no longer make up the majority. They believe that every male should know how to read so that he could read the Bible. He's going to start speaking out against a British policy known as a writ of assistance. Parliament is going to pass this writ of assistance, which is going to allow British customs officials to, here in the colonies, enter warehouses and board ships and seize cargo that they believe to have been smuggled. Now, oddly enough, about 5 years before, Parliament's going to try to pass a writ of assistance in England. Here on this corner, his name, Edward Garrick. Now, Edward Garrick has a lot of anger. He's kind of looking for somewhere to put that anger. He's going to find it. A British soldier walks by. He knows the guy. The guy's been a customer. So he immediately starts calling him names. He accuses him of not paying his bill. The soldier knows he paid his bill. He's kind of just trying to keep walking. However, right over there where the Brookline Bank is, or in that direction, there was a British customs house where the tax collectors were. It was being guarded by a young British private named Hugh White. Finding their way back, he's kind of thinking that it would be good if they stopped through Lexington and arrested the 2 men who have become enemies to the crown. Sam Adams and John Hancock have fled the city of Boston. They're hiding out in Lexington. We talked about how Ben Franklin had called for a meeting in 1754. He called representatives from all of the colonies, and he tried to get them to form a government to make laws for the good of the colony and an army for the protection of the colonies. And every single one of them said no, because if they joined together, they would lose their independence. 22 years later, they're going to meet in Philadelphia again. Historians will call this the Second Continental Congress. And here they are going to join together, create a government for the good of the colonies, create an army for the good of the colonies, and they're going to do this to win their independence.